Hello, welcome everybody. Sorry for the little delay. We have a problem with the layouts, but welcome to the second seed of Secret of Evermore Randomizer, which we like to call Evermizer. I'm in the company of Solar Cell 007.
Bonjour!
How are you?
I am doing quite well, and yourself, Queen Envy?
I am doing great. We just ran the seed before and you beat me. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing who I get to face in the finals after this race.
Let's see if our runners are ready. If they're ready, we're gonna start this. I mean, the layout is a little bit awkward, but that shouldn't get us from starting. We're already late. Okay, everybody's ready. Let's start this.
Alright, it's counting down right now for the runners. They'll be kicking it off really soon. Evermore! Ah, my childhood favorite.
A broken game.
A very broken game.
Okay, so we had a few people asking about this game. Can you tell us a little bit about this game?
Sure, it's a some like to call it like a Western Secret of Mana, but it's not a sequel to Secret of Mana. It's not played exactly in the same style. It has ring menus and such, but it's got a different feel to it for sure. We're going to be seeing all kinds of different mechanics. There's going to be magic casting, kind of like Secret of Mana's spell system, but with alchemy ingredients. We'll see how many of those our runners pick up. There's key items for progression. There's a ton of different kinds of weapons. We've got a full run for everybody.
And if I'm correct, this game was released in America in 1995.
Yeah, in the previous race, Rambler was saying how in 2 years, this will be a 30-year-old game.
Oh my gosh, it's true. We're so old. We both played this as a child.
Yeah, so as you can see right now, very tight race. Everybody going to the second gourd in the jungle.
So this game was released in Europe in 1996, so almost a few months after, in February. And the game had a note of 8 out of 10. That's good. Oh, and unfortunately, Slivu dying here.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. You really, if you die on that screen, that is just a game over. But it's as long as you can make it onto the very next screen, you're expected to die there. Unless you do, in fact, beat the little mini boss.
Yeah, so he was trying to die, but not now.
Yeah. So we have, I didn't see Rambler, but we have it looks like Mortabol and Cliqz opting to fight the raptors, or at least try to die to them. Rambler seems to have died on the flowers, and we'll see what Slivu does. Different ways you can do that. Depends kind of on how much HP you have. If you have full HP, it might be quicker to die on the raptors if you get lucky.
Yeah, that's a speedrun strat that NYRambler just used there.
Yeah, looks like Slivu is going to go for the raptors. So when you start an Evermizer seed, you've got all kinds of different things to check. There are a ton of settings set for every seed. It can be completely random, but we can talk a little bit about the settings if you'd like to, Queenie, for what the runners are doing today.
Sure. So first of all, one thing that I changed for them to make it a little bit easier and faster, it's that they have 200% experience and money. So twice as much as they would usually get in the vanilla game. And there are some glitches in this game. If you didn't know, you're gonna be brain no, what's the word I'm looking for? Mind blown. Not brain blown. I'm gonna be brain blown. Mind blown, because there was something called wings in this game. It's an item and it would let you out of the dungeon, but if you use that on a boss fight, the game will think you left the boss fight, but you're still there, so you will not get hit or take any damage from boss's fight. And that was not fixed. So there's a an option to fix that, but it was not, so they can't use that. Also, there is something else. It's when you get the bazooka and you find the ammos as an item in a gourd, it was broken in the way that if you use it, the number of balls that you have, 30, will not go down. So we call that infinite ammos.
Yeah, so that's an English-only version of the game glitch, and it only works on the final 2 ammos for the game. So we'll see if the runners can take advantage of that.
But it's not fixed, so they can use that. And the other thing that is not was fixed though is Atlas glitch. Do you want to explain what it is?
Sure, Atlas glitch, shoutouts to Meta Sigma for the finalized version of that, is a glitch where you underflow your strength to just get superhuman strength as long as you don't attack something at full stamina. It's a speedrunner trick. Not everybody knows it, and it was decided to shut that off for this tournament, but that is also an option that you can switch on or off. I don't know if you want to go into full details of how to do the trick.
I just noticed that Black Slivu has a little puppy in his corner of his screen. Did you see?
Oh, a little ever pupper.
And Black Sliver finding his favorite spell, slow burn.
That puts salad ball in logic for him.
That's totally a joke. It's such a not useful spell.
All right, we've got 3 of the runners in the screen to the east of the village right now. They're going to be going after Skelisnails. They're the best source of experience and money that you have access to right now, and I think everybody's going to want to get a couple levels to ensure they have a good time against Thrax.
Yep. And so this is the rando. They start with the bone, and if you're fortunate, you can find a weapon to cut the grass, because the bone doesn't cut the grass. And if you found it before going to the first boss fight, you can actually leave this area before fighting the first boss. But so far, none of them found a weapon, so they're gonna have to go the vanilla route. But yeah, that's a fun thing in the rando. You could leave as soon as you want, because you have the accessibility to the oven flyer.
Oh gosh.
No, seriously, it's what's it called? A
Windwalker.
Windwalker.
Yeah.
And but it looks like a furnace with wings.
So yeah, like Queenie said, any cutting weapon, so any weapon aside from bazooka and the bone crusher, you have access to the Windwalker, and the Windwalker will be in any fire pit spot, like it would normally be in the vanilla game. It's typically a good idea to go after Thrax anyway, just because of the density of checks, and it's basically sphere 0, but we'll see what the runners do if they find something early on.
And before they leave, though, they need to go in the little desert there, but not a desert, the field, because they will find the Jaguar ring, which is the item that allows you to run. And there's been a little debate in the community, should we randomize that item, because as soon as you have it, you can run, but if you don't find it until the last act, let's say you cannot run, that would be a pain, though.
Well, so it would cause a great war. It kind of depends. If you do beat Thrax, you do get it for free in the village, but I don't know if everybody knows that. But yeah, so like Queenie's saying, that is not randomized, which kind of leads to no NPC drops are randomized right now, and no shop menus are randomized, but it is something that could be in the future. We'll see what interest Black Sliver has in programming that in.
Oh, yeah, we should say also that this randomizer was made by Black Sliver, which is a participant right now. He worked on this very hard to make this randomizer possible.
So we have Mortabol and Cliqz both have the bronze spear. They got it from Hardball Cave. So yeah, they have access to just leave through a different act if they want. Cliqz looks like he's going to go after Thrax. We'll see what Mortabol does.
Yeah, they could actually leave the area if they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I like what I Am Ray of Light just said. It's the Jaguar ring.
Mm-hmm.
I got the move like Jagger.
DMCA Queen.
Love it, Ray of Life.
That's an interesting description of Atlas Glitch. Leonid. It's something that depends on poison timer, because what you need to actually have that happen, it's a bunch of different status effects, but a poison timer to help count your strength down.
Also, if you played this game vanilla, you know that to beat the game, you need to go find 4 items to get to that little crappy spaceship, and then you get into the thing in the space. What's it called? A hub?
The whole place is on Notopia.
Okay. And so what they looking after right now, they need to find the wheel, the gauge, and 2 diamond eyes.
It doesn't sound right with you saying gauge. I'm sorry.
I know. I usually say gouge. a French thing, gouge. But yeah, and this is a randomizer. So these items can be anywhere. They can be in gourds. They can be on buses, or they can even be on alchemy spots. So an NPC that would give you an alchemy could give you an item in this rando. But that's also all optional. You can choose not to have it this way. There's so many options in this game. It's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of customizability. That's a word, which is really great. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you check on mortabol and on Cliqz screen right now, they're fighting Trax, which is the first boss, and it's important to say that this tournament, the winner will go home with a little cube, a 3D box, a cube, and it's this sprite inside, the hero and the dog fighting it. It was made by Link584, who is in chat right now. And he said it was the ugliest cube he's ever made.
Horrified by it.
This boss is very ugly.
All right, our player is having a scary time right now. I think, was Cliqz just using a pixie dust? That was kind of interesting. Acid rain going on. Oh, mortabol might be in trouble.
Oh no.
Oh, no, mortabol.
We have a question in chat. Are alchemy recipes randomized?
Yes, they are. So like Queenie said, the key items you're looking for could be on gourds, alchemists, or bosses. And there's a lot of things that you can customize. So for alchemy, an example, you could set it to have vanilla ingredients. You could set it to swap ingredients amongst all the spells, or you could set it to chaos, which just gives you up to 3 of any random ingredient, and you still need 2 ingredients for casting a spell. So it's really up to you how you want to play with it.
And NYRambler finishing tracks.
All right, I like this play by mortabol. He saved on hardball guy where he got the bronze spear. He's running backwards. He might not fight Thrax. He could, but he knows he didn't get anything else good in the bug muck down there. So we'll see.
By the way, all these runners today, I believe they all have a time on the leaderboard for the vanilla game. I'm not sure about Rambler.
Yeah, Rambler hasn't done a speed run of this, but he's been doing the weekly long enough to pick up a bunch of tricks.
Okay.
So yeah, to go back, the settings for this game have the drops from bosses, alchemists, and gourds all pooled together. You can specify if only some of those are pooled or everything's pooled. And it's set to balance mode. And what balance mode means is this. In the vanilla game, like Queenie said, there's 2 diamond eyes that you get. And the gauge and the wheel. The 2 diamond eyes are from boss drops. And the gauge is from a chest. The wheel is also from a boss drop. And if you look back at the vanilla game and tally up all the weapons and revealer and levitate, which are also considered key items, that means there's a distribution of 4 key items on gourds, 2 key items on alchemists, and 12 key items on bosses. And so there is a ratio when you choose balance mode that the randomization has to follow. So people might keep that in mind. If there's only 1 key item left in gourds or 1 key item left on alchemists, they might just do a bunch of bosses because there's a greater chance what they need is on there. And
also, you might wonder, why is the puppy different? That's a randomized thing. it's funny. We did randomize all the puppies. The only thing is that the toaster dog, so like the dog at the end that looks like a toaster, cannot be in the first act because of the way it barks. It crashes the game. But because of the color chart, also you'll see some glitches by the dog. Sometimes he changes color, but it's funny. It creates funny things about the puppy.
Yeah, and when we see the Everpupper, which is the Act Zero dog, that sprite set isn't complete. Actually, it's not the only dog that doesn't have complete sprite sets. The poodle loses its fur when it's supposed to be when it sits down like an Act 2 dog. So there's some weirdness there.
It looks like a naked dog.
Yeah. We'll switch it over to Cliqz's audio now. Speaking with Fire Eyes, so Fire Eyes, like for people who played this game before, you have alchemy spells, but you also have call beads, which are special spells that come from 4 different main NPCs in the game. And besides Fire Eyes, the other 3 will give you up to 6, however many you're missing, call beads in your inventory. But Fire Eyes, regardless of how many call beads you have, will always give you 6 additional call beads. So people tend to stop there and talk to her after they beat Thrax just to get those 6 free call beads and have some source of damage dealing, hopefully.
And to answer Leoned's question, no, because the dog uses the levels that you get along the way. So even if the sprite doesn't mean anything, it's the level of the dog that counts.
I do think the laser might be pretty strong. But like Queenie said, the bark is broken for most screens, especially with certain enemies that make a sound. I couldn't even imagine the game surviving a raptor screeching and you shooting with the toaster dog at the same time.
Rambler using for the first time the Furnace ship.
All right, it's the Furnace ship from now on.
Look at it. It looks like a Furnace.
Oh, we got Everpupper on a couple screens. Look how adorable.
Oh, yeah, he's so cute.
And when he walks up, he's just moonwalking while he faces you.
Can we have a dog like this?
We.
Yes. We're gonna name it Professor Ruffelberg.
Alright, so we've got...
Okay, that's a no.
Oh my gosh! We're commentating here! You got Rambler in Act 2. He's already changed his money. We're going to see where he's going to be going. He knows he has the Bronze Spear, which gives him access to Megator if he wants to do that. Seems like the other runners are opting to go through more of Act 1, which does make sense also. I mean, there's no scaling on enemies or anything in this randomizer as it stands right now, so you're better equipped to handle things in Act 1 when you first start.
So are you excited to see what you're going to face later today?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting matchup for sure. All these people are either amazing at the game or run the weekly so much that they are amazing. Sorry, amazing at the speed run, or they've run the weekly so much that they're just amazing at the game anyway. So it could be very, very tight between all these runners.
So if you look at, well, now it's gone, but at Black Sliver's screen, you could see the ingredient you need. So it sucks when you get a spell that you're like, oh, you're exciting to get it, but then you realize it's like you use this meteorite or something that you cannot get.
Yeah, meteorite is a limited ingredient. Dry ice is hard to come by too. Grease is, I think, underneath the chessboard only, and there's a couple different combinations of ingredients that make spells just absolutely a nightmare to use.
So as I said, all the items are shuffled in pools, and there are 284 checks in this game.
Shooey.
Yep.
To answer chat, Bazaar by the Marketplace, not yet. Sorry, not from any of the normal trading market people. There's the fish that you can turn down, because that's where you would get the cure spell in the vanilla if you missed it in Act 1. That does have an alchemy check on it. And then the Atlas check is also in here right now. But as far as like the trading for rice and spice, not really. Unless you count the 2 chests that Tiny opens up when he throws the rock, and you have to buy a tapestry for that.
So there's something new that was added recently to this game. So after you get all those items, you have to get the energy core. The energy core is never randomized. It's always at the same spots.
For the seed.
For the seed. But recently we added 2 different options for that. One is that the energy core will be randomized the same as the item. And the other one, it kind of looks like the Triforce. If you're familiar with A Link to the Past, you know how when you do Triforce hunts, you have to find all the pieces of Triforce. So in this, there's an option now that energy core is into pieces and you have to find all its pieces. Makes it much more fun also.
And yeah, what they're saying in chat is true. We did have a weekly seed that had this happen, and I loved every second of it, where you need to get the golden jackal and the jeweled scarab in Act 2 market to get the oracle bone in Act 3 to talk to the guy underneath the chessboard to get his second stop spell to get a key item for the seed. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh. I would have trolled my controller. I forfeit!
Alright, Rambler going in to fight Megator, it seems. I didn't see what he has for killing power, but he'll get a ton of money. Should get 6,000 jewels if you can pull it off. That was what I did in the previous seed, just get a good chunk of money. Alright, he's going to go for Crush, and we'll see if it gets him.
And yes, it's true. Recently it was added as a multi-world archipelago also.
Yep.
Archipelago or archipelago in English?
Archipelago.
That.
You want to be careful. So a lot of the soft locks that are in the vanilla game are still in this randomizer. So if you were to cast 8 Crush and then Megator casts a second or an additional Crush, your game will soft lock. So you have to watch that. He's pretty quiet on Rambler's side.
They are all over the place. I love it.
Oof.
Slivu is the first to go to Act 3.
Yeah, I didn't catch Slivu's call bead spells, but the if you're underleveled and don't have a lot to use as far as alchemy, you can use Plague. And because Wings Glitch is turned on, you can use Wings and you won't take any damage on the screen you're in. So you could use Plague to deal with the enemies in the prison. So you have to beat the prison in Act 3 to get access to the rest of it. And we'll see how...
So what is that axe that Cliqz got?
Oh gosh. The Atom Smasher or the Night Basher?
Night Basher. Okay, so I don't remember where he found it, but that gives him access to a lot in Act 3. It gives him to all the sewers and then Gnomi's Tower.
So the ones in the sewers, it just opens up a little bit faster pathways through it. You can still hit everything in Act 3 that way, but it does open up Gomi's Tower for sure. So if he wants to go fight Mongola and Sterling, that is open to him right now. It might be a little bit out of the way, but because our runners have to come back from Act 4 to get the energy core, if you beat Mongola, the drawbridge comes down and you have a very, very quick access to the chessboard. I don't think anybody did that in the previous race.
And so Slivu is going into what I call the ugly castle, because they're the same replica and it's clean. Like we have the nice one and the ugly one. What's the name of this castle?
Ebon Keep.
Ebon Keep. I'm so glad you're here to commentate with me.
You know, the thing and the thing and the ugly and the thing and the thing and the clean.
Exactly. Oh, watch Cliqz. He's gonna do what we call desert skip. Not at all. Don't watch Cliqz. I thought he was going for that.
But it is good to talk about, though. I mean, it's the Sting location if you want to talk about why he's going that way.
Yeah, if you didn't know that, in the desert there was a poor guy living in an oasis, and he gives you a spell. In the vanilla game, it's the Sting spell. Now he's gonna give them something.
So NYRambler got the Bronze Axe off of Megator. Looks like he's in the Pyramid right now because he figures he can beat it. You need the Bronze Axe to actually beat the Pyramid. You can do the first half of it up to the mini boss, but you do need the Bronze Axe to fight the main boss in it.
And obviously, while I was looking at Rambler, Cliqz did the desert skip.
All right, so the cat's out of the bag. If anybody missed it, here you go. Sliver just got a Diamond Eye off of Neris, which is a monstrous thing to do. Neris is going to ask you to guess how many marbles are in his hand, and it's basically first option or second option. 50% chance one way or the other. So if you miss that, you have to wait about 5 minutes before you can do that again.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, who rolled the seed? Huh, Queenie?
Me?
Yeah, I would run.
And Angel got his wings back today. So Ramblers in the Pyramid, there's a lot of chicks in that one too. Oh, we just found Levitate.
Yeah, that's big. So yeah, another option. So there's a bunch of cheats and glitches in this game, and they're kind of broken up into different flags that you can set. So like Atlas glitch, you can turn off and on. Wings glitch, you can turn off and on. Infinite call beads, off and on. And the other is fixed sequence. And so what fixed sequence does is it requires you to use levitate to get into the volcano, and it requires you to have the energy core to fight Carltron, the final boss. Otherwise, you could just do rock skip to get to the volcano and Saturn skip to get straight to the final boss fight once you get to Act 4. So yeah, there's also the bazooka ammo glitch. You can turn that off or on. All right, Cliqz going to Act 3. Sorry, Queenie, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was reading old notes about this game, and the randomizer, and the Black Sliver made this in Christmas 2019. So this game is actually gonna be 4 years, no, 3 years.
We when he and I went to ESA 2020 in the winter, we teased it. That was like the first time we officially announced it and teased it to people.
Yeah, 3 years. Wow. Would be very funny if the creator of the game finishes last.
That's not funny at all! What kind of monster? Oh my gosh. Poor Slivu.
I mean, it's his game. He's supposed to know it.
Oh my gosh. So mortabol and Cliqz are going to have their own chance at Neris coming up, and we'll see if RNG is going to bless them or not.
Something that is not randomized are the shops right now. They always give you the same thing.
Definitely a commentator's curse if possible.
Well, he did got the first Diamond Eyes from Neris, so far he's ahead actually a little bit.
So yeah, there's, for anybody who's watching right now who does a lot of randos and has developed a system and whatnot, if you run this in balance mode where you know there's 4 key items on Gores, 2 key items on Alchemist, 12 on bosses, there's also different ways you can set that up. There's random, so you can set it up randomly, and that's a nightmare if you're used to the usual setup. And then there's on bosses only, so that all your key items will only appear on bosses. And that's kind of a nice, you don't have to check every single board there is in the game. You just know that you check a couple till you get enough killing power, and you just do a boss rush to the end. Speaking of boss rush, there's also a flag for the boss rush. So you can either have the vanilla boss rush with 3 waves of raptors, 1 wave of Eye of Rimsala, 1 Dark Boy, Dark Toaster, the Megator, and Carltron. Or you can do short boss rush, which is just the Metal Magmar and Carltron, but both their HP cut in half.
If you just joined, welcome to the Secret of Evermore Randomizer Tournament. We are in the second match of the day, and the winner today will face Solar Cell in the final at 3 p.m. later today. 3 p.m. Eastern, I should say.
So I was rambling and didn't catch to see if Mortabol tried to talk to Neris or not. I don't see a Diamond Eye, but I don't know if he actually talked or not.
Oh, you have pressure, Solar. Sub 1 hour.
Yeah, no. That is not a usual time I got for an Evermiser seed with these settings. It was just a very, very blessed route this time. Nitro led the way on that last seed. We got Rambler leveling a little bit on the Bone Buzzards. They get 300 experience each, so they'll be getting 600 experience per kill, which is great.
Explain that, Mortabol. Right now, I believe you said he cannot fight the robot if you don't charge a weapon, right?
Yeah, so the robot actually has super high physical defense, and so you can't break through that barrier. You might be able to do 1 damage, but it's got 500 HP, so that's a lot of hits. So what you typically want to do if you don't have a weapon leveled up is to just cast Plague on it, and that'll whittle down its HP much faster. So far, we only know 1 Diamond Eye. For those asking in chat, it is on Neris, which is a awful, awful thing to have happen. We have Rambler fighting Rimsala right now. We'll see what that boss gives us. And the other runners are going to be checking all the houses in Ebon Keep. Very, very high density to check all these treasure chests.
If you get Naris wrong, you have to wait 5 minutes and come back.
It's something like that, yeah.
And if
It's
I remember,
a 50-50 chance.
yeah, and isn't it after 3 times you cannot have what it has?
No, it's just the. I always felt that way, but like in the 100% run, you have 3 chances before it costs way too much time.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. The wheel was on Rimsala, which means you had to go into Halls of Kalaja, fight the boss to get the bronze axe, to go beat the pyramid to get the wheel. Who rolled this seed?
It's snowing.
Oh, okay. I try not to hum this music.
The puppy, it's so cute. You see the flying furnace?
Man, that's a lot to keep track of when you're watching 4 different people checking all these checks this quickly. So, everybody, you're hearing the vanilla music right now. There is also an option for Music Miser, so you can shuffle all the tracks for every different screen of the game if you want to.
Okay, so we have 2 questions. Bronze Axe actually does not give you access to the pyramid. You can go in anytime. It gives you 4 checks, I believe. I think it's 4 checks, Slivu told me. And one of these 4 checks is required with the Bronze Axe. In this seed, I mean.
You mean like locations or actual treasure locations?
Both. Oh, I
So-
think Slivu died.
Oh no.
Oh no, his game crashed.
Oh, did he? Wait, where was
Oh, his game crashed. Oh no, poor Slivu.
he? What?
Hey, he was fighting Verminator. And his screen froze.
Oh. Well, he still has his diamond eye.
Is this a known issue? Is there a way to soft lock in there?
If you cast 8, he can do Plague, or Explosion, or Acid Rain. That would be the nice spell, and that would soft lock you. If that's what happened. I didn't catch what happened.
By the way, there's a few places that is known to be soft lock. Like one of these is Vigor, boss fight in Act 2. If you kill him while he has his hands up in the air, you will crash your game.
Especially if he waves him like he doesn't care.
Yep. Can you sing it now?
No, I'm okay. But yeah, you can try. If you try hard enough, you can soft lock on just about anything. What do we got? We've got, I'm sure it can happen on Calling Up Terra. It happens on Magmar, Vigor, Verminator, Aquagoth, Metal Magmar.
Which is why we said it's a very broken game.
That's why I told everybody, save so often when you're doing this. But okay, back to the questions. To get into, if you like just start the game expects you to have Revealer to get into Halls of Kalaja or to get into Pyramid. That's your only like logic gate. But those bridges aren't randomized, so you can actually, like Queenie said, go into those locations whenever you want to. There's a couple walls that can be broken in the Pyramid with the Bronze Axe that only the Bronze Axe can break. And there's something like, I think 7 chests? I want to say 7 chests in the Pyramid itself that the Bronze Axe unlocks, along with the boss. Now, if you get 2 Diamond Eyes and you fight Aegis, that lowers the water around the Pyramid, so you actually could get into the Pyramid after that if you needed to, and wouldn't need Revealer. Alright, we got Cliqz fighting Verminator right now, too. Rambler's holding up on talking to Tiny right now. I'm not sure what he's doing.
I think he soft locked. That happened to me once, exactly there.
While talking to...
Yes.
This is a perfectly coded game. What is everybody doing right now?
I don't remember how, but I remember that I soft locked talking to Tiny. I had to reset. By the way, this is not glitches from the randomizer. These are vanilla bugs, so it has nothing to do with the randomizer.
Yeah.
Don't blame Black Sliver. No, okay, no. He's back.
Give me a heart attack, Rambler. Alright, we see Cliqz using some shortcuts. We're going to see a couple more. I believe you set the logic difficulty to normal for these seeds, which means hidden chests will be possible to have key items in them. So you're going to see him walking into a couple walls here to get some hidden chests.
Yep, it's set to normal.
Yes, glitches are allowed for the race, whatever is permissible by the flags that are set. So you can multicast if people consider that a glitch. You can warp through enemies if you switch between characters really quick, but they don't have the option to do Atlas glitch in this seed. But they can do Wings glitch and use Bazooka glitch.
Why no Atlas glitch?
Because everybody hates me.
Exactly. Oh, we have a clip if you want to check.
Alright, let me take a look at this.
Doctor, what's wrong with him?
Use wings. Oh, yep. Okay.
Oh, did Rambler? Yeah, Rambler is, yep. He crashed that Tiny.
What happened?
I don't know, but I got that once too.
Oh my gosh. So what happened with Slivu? I don't know what causes it because I've done that a different way. But for whatever reason, Corrosion, trying to cast Corrosion will just instantly... Sorry for snapping the microphone. Lock your game up.
Okay, so I just adore the question by Mask. Mask is just that if you play normal, like casual, you don't use all those strats to go fast, and you probably won't get into any of these bugs. But some crashes are made because we multicast or we use stuff that we're not supposed to do.
And also, how likely is it for runners to come back from Neris ASAP after guessing wrong? Typically, if you go the loop around Ebon Keep, like you'll check Neris as soon as you have access to it, and then if you guess wrong, you'll go loot the houses, go fight Verminator, and when you come back in, the timer's up for you to check Neris again. Aside from that, with only 2 key items, logically, on alchemy locations, it's not super likely that people will come back past that second check, if that's the route they take. Also, Cliqz going up Gomi's Tower, interesting. So you get an alchemy check, there's 5 chests in Gomi's Tower, an alchemy check, and Mongola.
And again, a very high chance of soft lock at the boss fight.
Yeah, so
what is it with this one?
For Sterling, it's a vanilla bug. Again, just keep that in mind. If he growls but hasn't cast his fireball spell yet and you kill him, your game will soft lock.
Oh, poor Rambler. He had to go fight Rimzella again.
Well, he knows it was worth it, though.
Yeah, so we always say it when we play this rando, save often.
Evermore be Evermore. Oh, Cliqz missed it twice on Neris.
Evermore save.
Now, I got a certain piece of information yesterday. Somebody, and I think their name was Queen Anne B, did not choose Solar as the favorite to win this one. Who did you choose? Just so you can...
I said I put my money on Cliqz.
Oh, wow. Okay. There you go. There you go, everybody. You see where the loyalties lie.
If I pick my boyfriend, how is it gonna look?
Alright, we got... Mortabol shopping. Let's have too much music going on the Cliqz side. Get some Mortabol music going.
Yes, Cabu, it's random every time. It's a miss or hit.
Yeah, and it switches. Well, it's random every time, so yeah. So if you know something has to be on there, it's just because you've checked everything else. What you can do is save at Tinker, run there, check Neris real quick, and if he doesn't have it, reset, try again. It'll still be random, but you can do that.
Poor Cliqz falling everywhere.
You have to get some chests. This Gomi's Tower is such a pain to Oh no! What is this seed you gave people?
What happened?
He got hit by 80 plus damage from a dragon.
Oh no. I feel bad.
Hey, you could check Neris again. A couple things here. So you see Slivu just drop down the pit. If you want to fight Tiny, you have to walk into the marketplace to start a 14-minute timer. That's vanilla. When you walk into there in the vanilla game, the 14-minute timer starts. And then after that 14 minutes are up, when you walk into the main Diamond Eyes dog statue screen, you'll fight Tiny. And you'll have 4 minutes to do that once that 14-minute timer is up. But another requisite for that is you have to fall down in the pit next to Blimp's cave. Otherwise, nothing will happen on that screen.
That's so true. Everyone has crashed or died.
What did you give these people? These poor
okay,
people.
check Rambler. He's gonna desert skip. Check it out.
Oh, the spider did it before he could.
Yeah, no, he can. Oh, yeah, there you go. Desert skip. Woohoo!
I saw another runner do desert skip in the previous race. Were they very proud to do that? Talking about you.
Huh? Sorry, I wasn't listening. What?
Wow. Well, you got to do desert skip. You got to do Saturn skip. All
Yes.
these neat little speedrun tricks.
Yes. I got a good teacher.
Yeah, I'm sure Cliqz showed you all kinds of stuff.
No, it was you. I threatened you. I said, show me the skip or I break up with you.
Anyway, looks like Slivu's checking the Sting guy right now.
Okay, let's hope Morta doesn't crash at Terminator this time.
Did Cliqz miss Naris or just not check this time too? Acid Rain is the absolute worst thing he can cast on you because it's basically he's going to cast another spell right again. Oh, looks like Mortabol does have some form of bazooka ammo.
And I noticed that the Rambler has Energize, sorry.
Yeah, I think the top of the pyramid was very, very good for people, if that's where that was.
So let's put the QB in trouble right now. If Mortabol wins, he's going to face you, Solar, so since you're both in the same streaming team, you will have to pick a favorite between his two
I
members.
think QB can just be proud that he would have 2 members of Pixel Grinders.
No, I want him to answer. Who will he cheer for?
Oh gosh.
I am Queen Anne and I like starting trouble.
Oui.
There you go. Terminator is dead.
So yeah, killing Verminator, you get a boss drop, but you also get a nice little shortcut between town and the castle, if you want to use that. And you get nothing! So yeah, I think there's 2 nothings in the game, and I guess get wrecked, Mortabol.
Oh, Rambler is showing us what the rock has.
So yeah, so we call these Slivu chests, I think.
And look at the puppy, it's so cute.
Acorn and call bead. Totally worth!
Click fighting Justin Timberlake. It's gotta be me.
Someone finish this seed soon, please. Alright, Gladiator Sword for Cliqz. So, I mean, as was said, everybody's either crashed or died so far in this seed. But, yeah, you can see there's options available to everybody. If it's too hard to do one section, they can go do another section anytime they please. So it's not like you're locked into one specific route.
Oh, I love Stevenger's emote. It's the puppy.
Aww. So yeah, we got Cliqz using Firepower, which is tied for the strongest alchemy spell next to Nitro. It is good. The downside of using that if you're a speedrunner is you can't animation cancel it, but it is definitely very powerful. And in the vanilla game, way too expensive to use.
Oh, I didn't see where Cliqz got his Diamond Eye.
Huh. It wasn't clicked off when he went into the prison, so... Maybe he's manually tracking? I don't know.
Well, he soft-locked in Gnomi's tower and...
Yeah. I watched to see if he went back into the prison after that.
Okay, so yeah, he did got it from Naris. Nice.
Okay. So yeah, we got 2 Diamond Eyes between Slivu and Cliqz, both on Naris.
But Rambler has the wheel.
So yeah, I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Besides all the weapons, aside from the Neutron Blade and the Bone Crusher being key items, you got the Diamond Eyes, the Wheel of the Gaze key items. Levitate and Revealer are also considered key items, so that is something to keep in consideration.
And poor Click doing the maze backwards. It means it doesn't have any more wings. You can use wings here and just get out of there.
Speedrunner. We should mention, though, there are 3 Diamond Eyes in a seed. So in the vanilla game, you get Diamond Eye, Diamond Eye, and when you get both of those in your inventory, they turn into the diamond eyes. And so when Slivu programmed this, he considered that a third diamond eye, basically. It's a separate item. So there are 3 diamond eyes in the seed. You only need 2 to complete it, but it does kind of make sure you're not just searching for one particular item all over the place. Especially because Aquagoth and Tiny are both, and their sections are both locked behind 2 diamond eyes. Yeah, I think, oh, Cliqz. Oh, Cliqz. So yeah, the last time Cliqz did a weekly, I don't think this was implemented, but Foot Knight does have an item on it now. That's very recent. So if you're looking for key items, it does behoove you to fight him. And it could be possible that he doesn't have the killing power for it, because Foot Knight does have very, very high magic defense. But he decided to leash across that trigger and not fight him. So hopefully Foot Knight doesn't have anything. Alright, Vigor down. And there's another diamond eye. So that's Mortabol's first diamond eye.
Yep.
Cool, cool. We've got Rambler fighting Coleoptera. Music's kind of quiet. Let's see if you can hear it. Oh, boss is already dead. Slivu going back to Verminator. This time not casting Corrosion. Down goes Verminator. And there's Revealer. So that's kind of mean. So yeah, logically, from the point of view of the game, you had to fight Coleoptera to get access to Halls of Kalasha to get the Bronze Axe, to then go get the diamond, the wheel from Rimsala. Queenie, this seed is terrible. Yeah, so yeah, you need 2 diamond eyes to fight Aegis, but Aegis doesn't actually drop any item. So I didn't want to include that as far as like something you could get from him. And no, I'm not feeling lucky at all, because she's going to roll the tournament final seed. And
It's already rolled.
who knows what it's going to be.
I'm not telling you anything.
Good. Nobody's asking. Yeah, we can talk about that. There's a interesting little game mode that was put in by Slivu called Turdo mode, which turns all offensive spells into a brown hardball icon. And it removes offensive spell descriptions. So the only way you're able to tell how much damage the spell is doing is by its status description. It also completely destroys your physical attacking power. So your weapons are kind of useless. You really just have to rely on alchemy for it. Yeah, I know, Ambler. I'm due for a bad seed. So everybody with a part for the rocket right now, so I wouldn't say anybody's actually ahead or behind. Night Basher on the graveyard. Be interesting to see what Rambler does with that. Oh, we gotta get some Halls of Kalasha music going for people.
I hate that part.
Yes, the dog is still strong in Turdo mode. Don't do it, mortabol. Mortabol. I couldn't say it fast enough. No, gosh. We still had... Oh, we had to reset there because of that. So yeah, if you have the dog sniffing and then fall down the pit in the halls of Kalaja, you'll soft lock unless you can leash over the trigger where that gate is. And last time Orbital save was right before Tiny. Shuey, this is a rough seed for people. That evil little giggle from the seed roller. Yeah, you can use wings. He already tried to go over the trigger with the dog right there, and once you do that, you are soft locked. The game takes control of your characters.
You should have save. Save often in this game.
Heartless. Absolutely heartless.
It's the rule number 1. Save often. Not and blame Slivu.
Yeah, we got a couple hidden chests in Act 3. That Cliqz is getting right there. And then, oh, that's an interesting addition that Slivu put in for everybody. Normally, your only way to get from Act 3 to Act anywhere else is to go to Tinker's area and get on the Windwalker. Sorry, Flying Furnace. But if you actually talk to the guy at the well at the beginning of Act 3, he'll push you back to Horus's camp in Act 2. It's a really, really nice addition for the rando.
Okay, so just remind me, there was one Diamond Eyes on Neris,
one on
Vigor,
one on Vigor,
and the wheel was at Rimzella.
Yes, and hopefully keep your fingers crossed that Mortal didn't just soft lock because he killed Vigor when his hands are in the air.
And to get to Rimzella, you need to go to Kalosia to get the Bronze Axe.
Yes, and if you want to talk logically, you had to fight Coleoptera to get Revealer to get logical access to Kalosia. To get the Bronze Axe, to get the wheel.
No one does that.
This is night and day from the first race.
So we still need Gouge.
Yeah, the gauge is hidden somewhere. We don't know where the third Diamond Eye is. We got Slivu fighting Foot Knight. Let's see what Foot Knight drops. Kind of forced to use weapons on Foot Knight because of damage, yes.
Now I was gonna say it's his own fault because this one didn't drop anything, but Slivu made it, so now it dropped something. Mortabol is gonna do the desert skip the other way this time. And booyah.
Alright, so the lance as a weapon was on a gourd, so that's another key item on gourds. I haven't been keeping track of all of those.
It's hard for a player to say. Who would you say is ahead so far?
Gosh.
I think Rambler is ahead. In a weird way. Because he has a brown axe.
He does, but not knowing where either Diamond Eye is,
But they're both so easily accessible right now to him.
maybe. It really depends on Daenerys, I guess.
It is indeed a garbage scene.
Crash test speaking truth.
I guess this is my first and last tournament.
No.
They won't want me to organize another one.
You're organizing an Illusion of Gaia tournament, and I'm surprised people asked you back after the seeds that were rolled last year.
That was my son.
Yeah, well, that falls on you still.
Such a bad mother blaming my boy. But it's actually true. I asked him some seed numbers, and when he did were horrible.
All right, we're gonna go over to Slivu, who's in the dog maze. His
Oh, he found the
favorite
lady.
part.
So that woman fell down the hole and never came back up. She gives the puppy a key.
So yeah, you do get the Queen's Key. That is required to open up the doors that are in the screen above where the vents are, to get a few chests, and also the alchemy spell where firepower normally is. If you talk to that guy and give away the key, but you haven't opened all the doors, to get the Queen's Key again, because nothing's ever permanently missable in this seed, or in this rando, you have to go back down there and get another key from the old lady. I think what's to the advantage of Rambler right now is that he went and did Halt Kalasha early.
Yep.
So anybody who's doing it right now actually has killing power, and so they're going to be kind of like wanting to do the entire dungeon since they're here. So they're saving that that boss drop from Megator for later.
Let's just watch the puppy crash the dinner. Puppy is getting on the table. Bad manners. Phew, they're not going to heed the puppy. And that's a nice castle. See, it's beautiful.
So because you're doing everything out of order in this rando, it is possible to fight Mongola and then get that cutscene that we just had at Slivu, which means you can have the banquet scene in a dilapidated, broken down, rubble everywhere castle also.
Rambler fighting the Magmar with the nice puppy.
Ever pupper.
If you're wondering where this puppy is from, it's at the very beginning when you have the cutscene. The boy's in his native town and he's going around with this puppy.
Alright, so this is Madronius' brother. You have to talk to Madronius for this guy to show up. He has to mention his brother is hidden in the halls.
Oh, I did not know it. You need to talk to
Yeah,
other guy.
he won't show up otherwise.
Huh. Now, where did you say was the bronze axe in the...
On Megator.
Oh, okay.
Also, so that the brother in there is it was a soft lock potential because he can ask you. He used to ask you to save in there, like in a vanilla game, which could trap you in the halls if you didn't have any wings. So Slivu took out that save there, and Slivu also made sure a wings is always in that screen, so you should be able to find at least one. Alright, a little bit of overkill from Cliqz, but there you go. We've got Cliqz about to get his bronze axe. Rambo looks like he's about to go up. Do the desert skip again. We've got Slivu in Ivor Tower. Let's go back to Slivu for some Ivor Tower goodness. So this guy back here that he's running against the current 4, there's 2 chests and the corrosion check. Gets Lance the spell. And then when he comes out of here, he's going to be getting the normal cutscene you get with the Queen. I should note, the only way to fight Mongola, he's not accessible just from being in this castle. You actually do have to go through Gomi's Tower and beat Sterling. And once Sterling brings you back to Ivor Tower, then you can actually fight Mongola.
Okay, so Cliqz is about to find his wheel.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to check everything in the pyramid. It is nice to come in here, even though if you don't have the bronze axe, if you're just really trying to do a high density of checks, the pyramid does have a lot of chests to go through, especially in the second section. And
NYRambler is...
Go ahead.
NYRambler is about to find his first diamond eyes as well.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Fingers crossed, no soft locking.
That's enough soft lock for today.
But yeah, so like pyramid this time around has energize. I think levitate was in here also. And that's all without the bronze axe. Alright, so looks like Slivu is going to go get all the Queen's Key checks. And then when he's done with that, I'm assuming he's also going to be doing the Ivor houses checks. The houses are mimicked between each, so you've got a bunch of checks in Eben Keep, and then a bunch of checks in Ivor Tower in every house. So high density checks there as well. There was one thing I want to mention, I don't remember now.
That music is good. Makes me want to go to sleep.
You're going to end up seeing so much Evermiser today.
And then I'll never touch that game again.
Yes, you will. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Okay, how many checks are in this game, Queenie?
284.
Nice. It's kind of hard to memorize 284 checks, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So, Pop Tracker, Slivu and Saibu. Cyber99, is that his name? Cyber99?
Cyber_99.
Yes. Have worked tirelessly on something called Pop Tracker, which is kind of like Emo Tracker in the sense of it's a tracker that you can use to automatically connect to your game. And there's packs for it, so there's, at least I use Pop Tracker for the Evermiser and for Secret of Mana Randomizer. So they've worked on a pack for the Evermiser, which you have a lot of options set up to you. It'll track all your items. It'll auto-track what sections you have some like completely done, or if you still have access but can't beat all of it, or if you just whatever. But what's really, really interesting for this is that you have a detailed version of the map, which will change screen as you change screen. So you can in real time see what checks are on what screen you're at on the tracker. And that's not captured on here. Right now you're just looking at broadcast view of that tracker or some other random version of the Evermiser tracker. But it has a very, very, very helpful tracker if people want to get into running this but don't want to know where every single gourd in the game is. So yeah, Cliqz and mortabol kind of in the same spot. just about a minute, 2 minutes between them. Rambler is running around trying to figure out what he should do next. We'll see where he's going. He's about to head on over to the Flying Furnace again, the Windwalker.
Oh, Steve has a lot of money. Oh, mortabol just found levitate.
That's really interesting. So, so like I said, the houses are mimicked between Ebon Keep and Niagara Tower. I'm assuming, talked to Lance. Oh, there's the gauge.
Yay! Sorry for that gasp.
No, you're good. So we know where every key item we need for the rocket is right now. It's just up to people to find the rest of them, of what they're missing. So yeah, Slivu went through the Ebon Keep houses, died on Verminator, or soft locked on Verminator. Assuming didn't find anything on Lance, but because he didn't do that check, when he came back to Ivor Tower right here, he got the Lance cutscene again. Which is nice, because it means you can't miss it from over at Ebon Keep. You can still get it at Ivor Tower. And there, Queenie, is a spot where you can buy wings in the future if you need to.
Ah! Nice to know. So, okay, if I remember correct me if you know and if I'm wrong, Secret of Mana was made in Japan by Square Enix, right?
Yes.
And Secret of Evermore was made by a team in the US, but they picked the name, like they borrowed or they bought the name Secret of Evermore, Square Enix, for this game to put it on the box.
That I don't know.
That's what I was told. And they kind of like paid to use the same system of fight as Secret of Mana, but it is in no way related.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this game is not a sequel to Secret of Mana.
No, but because they both start with Secret of, and it's the game, like when you go into your menuing is the same. There's magic and there's weapons. It's often compared, but it was not even the same team, not close at all. And by the way, if I don't know any other RPGs of Super Nintendo that were made in the US.
What Mystic Quest? What was Mystic Quest? Mystic Quest was dumbed down for us, right? Because they didn't think we could handle the complexity of a normal JRPG. Alright, Rambler is heading over to Neris right now.
I like what Heinz is saying. If it's, I'll believe him, but it says the dev of Evermore did exchange with the Mana team to get help since the Evermore devs were mostly complete newbies. And as we see, if NYRambler got it wrong.
If you thought Rambler was ahead before, look out! Queenie's here to ruin his day. Diamond Eye on Neris, no go.
I still don't know where the third one is, though.
Yeah. Now, you do need 2 Diamond Eyes to beat Aegis and get access to Tiny and Aquagoth. A Diamond Eye could be on those. You just know that you are supposed to be able to get 2 Diamond Eyes before that. Slivu going into the halls, a place he hates very much.
So, all the volcano there was nothing in there.
Right.
But it's weird they got levitate so early on.
Yeah, it's something just to watch out for when you run this seed. It doesn't necessarily mean getting an early item points to something else. It's just nice to have open access to more checks. Crush is now level 6. My gosh, people are using a lot of alchemy in this seed. Oh, that is one thing to mention. So yeah, experience of money is 200%. So 2 times as much as you normally get. But that experience also counts for weapons. It counts for alchemy spells, not just your own level. So your weapons will level up twice as fast. Your alchemy spells will level up twice as fast. It's very, very nice.
See, I'm not all evil.
Queenie has certainly blessed these runners.
Hey, you just wait for your final.
Oh gosh. So yeah, Slivu has his bronze axe. So these walls. So let's talk about weapons a little bit. Any weapon aside from the Bone Crusher or the Bazooka will cut grass, except the little patch of grass that's on the vent at the top of the volcano to go see the levitate guy. That cannot be cut by swords. That's a vanilla thing. When I was helping Slivu program out the routes and everything when he's first running this or making this, that was very interesting to find. But swords will not cut that little piece of grass that mortabol ran by. As far as what gates the game in the vanilla, the bronze spear, the lance, or the laser lance will hit the switches and halls of Kalaja that you need to hit. So any 3 of those will work. Now for the walls, any rock wall outside can be broken with Bronze Axe, Night Basher, or Atom Smasher. The walls in the pyramid have to be broken by the Bronze Axe. And then the walls that are in Tiny's lair, the Bronze Axe or higher is needed for the Bronze Axe walls. There's one wall that looks like Night Basher, but the Night Basher and Atom Smasher can break that. Those walls that you see in Act 3 are only Night Basher, though. So yeah, Slivu's in the pyramid right now. If he goes all the way through it, he'll end up getting his wheel, and then he'll just need
1 other diamond eye that is on Vigor.
Right. Oh yeah, we should talk about that. So, like I said earlier, 14-minute timer from when you step in the market. It starts to count down, and when that's done, then you can go fight Vigor. Another way to go fight Vigor is if you have 2 diamond eyes. That forces the Aegis fight, but you can't do the Aegis fight until you beat Vigor. So once you get 2 diamond eyes, the timer is meaningless, and you can just go fight Vigor. Yeah, anytime you get 2 diamond eyes. That's looking like it's not going to be an option to the runners, because if you had 2 diamond eyes anyway, you would just not need that.
Do you think we'll see Salabog?
I don't know. Not everybody is super happy with that boss like you are.
I love it. Nobody loves him.
I was so mad at you when he dropped Night Basher in my seed.
But it was useless.
Yeah, thankfully. Alright, Cliqz was able to go all the way through Gobi's Tower. He's going to go fight Mongola. Yeah, we don't know what the timer's at. It's something that's tracked on the tracker, so they know, but we don't, like, us watching, we don't know where the timer's at for any of the people right now who haven't bought or beaten Vigor.
No, but I think everybody set foot in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hope NYRambler doesn't self-lock. We should have a countdown of self-lock.
It's awful. Absolutely awful.
What's your favorite dungeon?
Are there dungeons really, aside from the halls and pyramid, I feel like everything else is just open space.
Well, I mean, there's volcano, there's
Oh, I guess there is volcano.
Salabug area. I mean, what's your favorite place? Oh my gosh, you hate that game!
I don't know. Like, would I take volcano because of the rock skip, or would I take pyramid because of all the vanilla gate skips you can do in there? It's definitely not Salabog Swamp. Or Omnitopia. So yeah, you can set the seed up in a way that you actually do need progression in Act 4. This is not the case for these seeds today. But you could, if you're looking for the energy core and the energy core is shuffled in, or if you get to Act 4 and you're doing energy core fragment hunt, there could be energy core fragments, let's say in the volcano, but you don't have levitate. Then levitate's in Act 4.
Let's check Cliqz.
Alright, going to
screen.
Cliqz.
It's one of my favorite part of the game. So you have to beat Mongolia, and then the king gets out of his trance, and the queen is like, "Oh no, you beat me!"
People with tech skills, I need that soundbite isolated and sent to me in DM, please.
It's just so funny. And now we have 2 ugly castle. Oh. Puppy taking his sweet time to get out of there.
Rambler using escape. So escape works just like wings. If you have the escape spell, that is your wings glitch if you need to use it that way.
What? You never told me this.
We're fighting after this, I guess.
I had it the last seed. I wouldn't have got wings and fight that boss for nothing.
Like Ambler said, you were just being a good content creator and showing everybody the rest of the Evermizer.
Oh my gosh. We're still talking after this.
Oh. Can't do anything right.
It's your fault, somehow.
Just be careful you do the wings glitch. If you do it twice, it'll cancel it out.
Oh, well, see, I didn't know that. Ah, Slivu got his wheel.
Yeah, yeah. Everpupper in his corner is happy. So, yeah, Slivu and Cliqz both with missing 1 diamond eye. Slivu missing it. They're both missing it on Vigor.
Vigor, yep.
Cliqz taking a second to think.
Mortabol, unfortunately, is going into a useless place. There's nothing there, as we know.
Cliqz not checking any more chests. Interesting call. It might be that he's going to boss rush. If he's feeling that the... like, if he got 3 key items... Even if he got 4 key items on boards, obviously, but if you got 3 key items, it might be worth just saying, maybe we'll rush some bosses and see if we get what we need.
Oh no, Rambler going into Gnomi's tower.
Now, if they were to both get the final diamond eye at the same time, Cliqz would be slightly ahead because he did fight Mongola, and so he has faster access to the chessboard. Oh my gosh, Lulu. You memorized that bridge. I I still have to use Revealer on that bridge. It's awful.
Oops, something happened with the click screen.
Alright, well, didn't look like Cliqz's market timer was up and ready, so he's going to be going somewhere else.
Yeah. One thing also we didn't talk about is we talked about Desert Skip, but there's another skip in Act 4 in Omnitopia. It's called Saturn Skip, and I'm pretty sure they all do it. And it makes you skip all of Act 4.
Yeah, so that trick is called Saturn Skip, but it's something that you can use that anywhere in the game. You can use that trick to make the dog talk to NPCs, thinking it's the boy talking to him. It's just basically doing frame perfect inputs, but not having to do them frame perfectly. You can use it with menu buffers if you want to, but it's basically the way that the game checks for inputs before it runs its scripts. You can get a couple inputs in before that actually happens, and as we see in Act 4, they'll just skip all of those doors and go straight to Professor Ruffleberg.
Yep, and once I mean that once they have like all the items, they go see Tinker, and they go into space, do Saturn Skip. Like they have to go back to get the core, but like after they got all the items, it's like what, 15 minutes more?
It depends on if you're doing what kind of boss rush you're doing. But after you talk to Ruffleberg, it's about 10 to 15, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I meant now because they have wings and it's short boss rush, so it shouldn't be more than 15 minutes.
Yeah, if they talk to Professor Ruffleberg, it'll be, especially Cliqz, with him not having to go through the forest with the wings. He just needs to walk left from the castle. It'll definitely be 10 minutes.
Click about to make me a happy woman.
Oh my gosh, who goes to Salad Ball? Come on, Cliqz.
Oh, this is amazing.
So there is a check on the boss, obviously. There's also 3 gourds in Salabog in Blimp's hut, so you do have to beat Salabog to get there. There's also a few chests in the swamp, which are a pain to go to.
I think seeing Salabug on Speed Gaming is better than the day you asked me to date you.
Okay. Anyway, if we'll all turn our attention to the music from Cliqz, whenever he steps on these lily pads, please hear it as omelette, 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 and never let that leave your mind. So yeah, it looks like Cliqz is opting to go get the rest of the chest before he goes to fight Salabog. The wings do work in here, so if you use the wings, you'll be taken out of the swamp.
That you told me.
Oui.
Am I the only one that those little green things? They seem like hippopotamus.
Yep, they're hippopotamus and frog mixed. The Frippos, frog and hippo.
They're so cute.
They're Satan incarnate, okay? By far my least favorite enemy to deal with when I was growing up. Just awful, awful things.
And we're gonna see the queen fall down the hole again. Fall on the floor.
Oh no!
I think it was cuter when I did it.
Obviously.
Okay, check Rambler screen. Oh, sorry, it's not done yet. I thought it was done.
So yeah, I'm worried for Rambler because he doesn't really have much incentive to go talk to Neris again.
There, now it's done. Okay, and then she gets mad. Oh no, you killed my puppet! I'm gonna punish you! Ah!
No splat sound? I'm disappointed. Okay.
It was delayed.
I'm just happy being disappointed.
Okay, go back to Cliqz. Oh no! Oh no, I missed Salabug. Ugh. I was too fast.
Comma for Queenie.
I was too fast. We missed Salabug. Goodbye, Salabug. Goodbye, my friend.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so Blimp's gonna give them the boss drop, and then we'll see what's in the 3 gourds behind that. Slivu doing his due diligence, all his checks with the axe while he's in Act 2.
You missed your puppy spinning him, Solar.
Aww. Salbog has some honey.
Honey, da-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, sugar.
Da-da-na-na-na-na. Okay, stop, DMCA.
I am not getting DMCA. Alright, Rambler running through Ivor Keep right now, so at some point he's going to be getting his, or Ivor Houses, he'll be getting his gauge. But yeah, I don't think he has much incentive to go check Neris again, so... Yui. We'll see. Slivu running up to Nobelia. It's an empty marketplace. Uh-oh.
I think we have our winner.
We'll see. Let's not curse the run any more than you already have. Yeah, keep your fingers crossed, no soft locks. We'll see.
Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. And that's how you soft lock.
Is Cliqz going to go into the volcano? No, he's running down. Be interesting to see where he's going right now.
He still had 15 minutes to go for his market timer, so he's doing some other things in the meantime.
Well, I mean, it could have been at any point.
Oh, why was the guy not there? Does it disappear once you talk to him?
If he wasn't there and he actually did disappear, I mean, he should be there, but it could be tied to what Coleoptera is tied to. Oh, that he was trying to... Oh, okay, so maybe it wasn't there. So, like, Coleoptera will be there if you have all the conversations up to date. Oh, we didn't really talk to Fire Eyes. That was up to date. I don't know. Did he beat Thrax?
I'm starting to doubt it. No, I think he did.
Yeah.
It was mortabol that died didn't come back, and Rambler just skipped it.
Yeah. Okay, so that guy, he was probably there. He was just hidden up in the trees, and Cliqz didn't see it. Nor did any of us. That guy should be 100% there as long as Thrax is dead.
Oh no, Morta fell down. Or maybe he meant it.
No. Poor Mortable.
Thank you, Watershine, for the compliment.
Alright, Cliqz is going through a fruitless adventure through the volcano. Unfortunately, Slivu, let's go get some boss music.
Say fruitless again.
Fruitless.
Ooh, I never heard that word before. It means you have no more fruits?
It means there's nothing to benefit from what he's doing. Nothing, no prizes or anything.
How do you say if you have no more fruits?
Le fruitless.
Okay. Slivu is in go mode.
Fun little fact, once he gets this diamond mine, oh my gosh. Diamond Eye.
This is not Gaia.
GG's Slivu, he'll be going through the paces for go mode. That bazooka, if you fight Vigor with the bazooka shot, at the end there's a victory shot. If you don't have infinite ammo turned on, Don't worry, that doesn't waste a bazooka shot. It's part of the script.
Better not take away one of my ammo.
Exactly. I had to check it one time when I saw that.
I think the upside down puppy on Slivu's screen gave him good
Must have.
RNG or good luck. If you haven't seen it, there's a little puppy top right of the screen.
Slivu's had a very long morning, so if he does end up winning, it'll be interesting to see what he feels about getting to play another seed right after this.
Hey, you still haven't answered me. What's your favorite part of the game? I just realized that your lack of answering made me think that you don't even like this game.
It's the whole game. You can't choose a favorite part if you like the whole game.
Everybody has a favorite part. It's like if I ask you what you like about me, you can't say the whole of it.
Pyramid. I like the pyramid, and we're not talking about this anymore.
I think mine is the castle part. The dog maze.
The dirty or clean?
The clean one with the maze.
The dog maze?
Yeah.
Gosh. You know why else you like that part?
There's a lot of chests.
There's also the French chef.
Yes.
Sacre bleu! You are not a little piggy!
Whatever you are, I shall cook you.
Gosh, I'm watching in real time my follower count drop.
Okay, so as I said, Black Sliver, who we call Slivu, is now in go mode. He's going to talk to Tinker. He's gonna give away his item, and he's gonna go in the thing in the sky.
Did you say Tinker or Thinker?
Tinker?
Okay.
This is not his name?
Tinker?
Tinker? Okay.
No. No. It's gotta be Thinker from now on. Because we got Thinker, we got Justin Timberdrake, we've got the Gouge, Nomi's Tower. They all have to stay.
But what's the difference between what I said and what you said?
I can't tell if you're saying Thinker or Tinker.
Oh, Thinker, like, oh, yeah, I think I was saying Thinker. There's no H.
So you can press inputs. Oh my gosh, Slivu, what the heck?
Yeah, that was a bad mashing. We'll shame him for that. You can't win because your mashing was bad.
Yeah, you can mash the buttons and make that countdown for the rocket super, super fast. Alright, so we're going to see Sano Skip coming up for us. Oh, that's what I'm going to laugh at with you, Queenie. Did you step into the light beam with the toaster dog in the next screen that Slivu's going to and have to wait an eternity for the boy to get there?
Yes, is there a trick to go faster?
Just wait for the boy to get there since he'll be sprinting the whole time.
Oh.
Instead of just slowly walking.
Well, another thing you didn't tell me.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not bringing up anything else. I'm just going to...
Maybe that's why I lost to you. You weren't showing me anything.
Oh, you hate yourself, Solar. Let it go.
Okay, check this is Saturn Skip. So you take the dog, you go to the door, you make sure the puppy cannot fire fireballs, and then you press Y, BY, mash, hold, and then you go in.
Everybody get that? Just random, gotta do this, got it! Okay, cool.
I stem it on my own trap because I'm not sure how it works. I just do it and yay! I YOLO it.
Alright, so mortabol is about to get his wheel coming up. He's got to fight Rimsala to get that. Poor Rambler, I don't know. At some point he might go back to Act 3 to check Neris, but it might as well be on the one-up guy in the forest at this point. It's kind of just out of the way. Cliqz flying back to Act 2. His market timer might be up. There's 3 people in there, so I don't think it actually is. No, yeah, it's not up yet. Interesting that he's not flying down to the lower half that you can fly down to. Alright, with the chessboard open now for the energy core, Slivu can just go straight there for Mach 3. Let's put an Energize on, which is nice.
Say goodbye to the furnace. The flying furnace.
Goodbye, flying furnace. Slivu's showing off some weird stuff you can do with the flying machines.
Mortabol is using another speedrunning, well, not speedrunning trick because you never get that, but if you stay in the bottom of the screen there, you can actually fight the boss and you'll never get hit.
Which is something I didn't know until a couple of weeks ago. I either saw Mortabol or Heinz doing it. It might have been Heinz. And I was like, wow, okay, good to know.
Now we have a happy Mortabol.
We. So yeah, wheel on Mortabol.
Huh?
The wheel on Mortabol.
Yeah, you found his wheel?
We.
No, not we. Wheel.
Oh my gosh. If they could see me, how much I've shook my head this entire time.
They see me shaking my ball head.
Speaking of Energize, something else that Slivu was very, very kind enough to program in for us. Energize and the bazooka in the vanilla game do not work. If you have Energize on, you actually can't fire the bazooka. But for the randomizer, Slivu fixed it, and it works. And so you get super speed. Now, there are some things that he brought in, and he would give all the credit to the people that deserve the credit for it. I know, I think Assassin is someone who had a lot of good patches for Evermore that he got permission to put in for the Evermizer. This might be part of it, I'm not sure, but Bazooka does work with Energize now, so you can really, really feel the power.
Cliqz is probably just waiting for the timer market, and Sliver right now is going to get his energy core at the bottom of and at the chessboard, I mean.
Yeah, so you need the energy core. It's not shuffled in for these settings. So he didn't fight Mongola, which means the drawbridge between the chessboard and Ebon Keep is not down. So he does have to go all the way back to the Dark Forest to get to the chessboard. And then
sorry.
Is faster to run back through, not through the forest, but towards Ivor Tower and go back to Act 2 from the well than it is to run back through the forest. So he'll probably be doing that. Now, chat, if you'd like to see me get in trouble for anything, I didn't tell NYRambler just fought Salbog, so she probably just missed it again. Let's listen in.
No, I saw it, and I'm happy because mortabol is going to do it too. So much love for Salbog today.
Yeah.
Although he has nothing.
So yeah, Slivu got the energy core. He's going to be making his way back. He is going to run back through Ivor Tower. He is, in fact, in go mode, and I'm sure his heart's racing because we're using racetime.gg for this tournament, and you can see when other people finish, so he hasn't seen that yet, so I'm sure he's sprinting along as fast as he can. And Cliqz, not too far behind, is going to get his second Diamond Eye off Igor.
Yep.
And we'll have a faster time going to the chessboard. It might not be enough, though.
Yeah. You can run with... Oh, I never thought about that.
Is that my fault, too?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
So it works with running also, not just the weapon.
Yep, you have infinite stamina.
Oh, nice.
Now, for someone as yourself who likes to kill every living thing that crosses her path in a video game, if you get a weapon to level 3, and this works in vanilla too, if you charge it up to level 3, you'll have infinite running also. if you start to run while it's charged all the way up, your stamina will drop to just a tiny little bar of a charge, but it'll continue to charge while you sprint. So you can use infinite stamina that way too.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I have to say, if you've played this vanilla game, the rando is a little bit confusing at first, but it is fun.
Yeah, there's not too much in the way of walls that block you, especially if you know the bridges that you need to reload for. You can just more or less check anything you want to. You're just kind of gated by your killing power and how much damage you can take. But when you have Wings Glitch, access the barrier, access to escape, which does the same thing as Wings, you've got some survivability. Force Field and Reflect kind of help too.
And Cliqz is now officially in go mode as well.
Yep.
Salabug. Oh, look at his face.
Oh gosh, let's get some Salabog music, even though it's just the boss track.
That snakes looks like me when I don't have coffee in the morning.
We.
With my long hair undone. Who about to do Saturn skip, and oh, lucky him, they get the fireball this time.
I'm glad you said it because I was definitely about to say something.
It never happened before today. I don't know why. Maybe I went too low. I don't know.
No, I just changed how you were doing it. It's all my fault. All right, that's enough of Salabog. Let's go back to Slivu. Slivu's about to go to the final boss rush.
Okay, so in the vanilla game, you have like a tons of little tiny boss to fight before the final boss fight. This is short boss rush, so there's only that big magmar thingy, and then the final boss, Carptron.
Both their HP pools are cut in half.
And now he's used wings, so he cannot die, and he's going to use Nitro, so he can blast it off.
Now, you do want to be careful. If you kill Metal Magmar before he touches the center of the screen, when he first rolls out, your game will soft lock after he dies. So you do want him to reach all the way down, and then you can start killing.
I did not know that either. I'm lucky it never happened to me.
Yeah, you can't do it with the bazooka, obviously, but if you just spell chain super quick, you can't kill him before he gets down there.
Sorry. Black Sliver is called in the community Slivu. Let's see, Cliqz smashing. Oh, that was perfect.
Very good.
Perfect mashing.
He is a speedrunner for the game, after all. Big old world record holder, right? He still has world record?
I don't know. Probably.
GG Slivu!
Woo!
Finishing with a time of 1:46.50. Congratulations, Slivu.
I wonder what he's gonna say about my seed. Even if he hates it, he still won.
Yay, Slivu, there you are. Congratulations. See him in chat right now.
So, how do you feel about facing one of your best friends?
Oh, Slivu. I can't wait for him to call Spliced on me.
Slivu, I hope you're excited to face Solar. Okay, we're confirming that Cliqz has every world record in this speedrun. Oh, I think Rambler forfeited.
Yeah. Hey, Rambler. It was on Neris. Sorry, Rambler. Blame all the Queenie. Yeah. You got the other on Neris Sliver, and I thought if you didn't get it, you would have just absolutely screamed at Queenie.
Where was the last Diamond Eye?
So we do have the spoiler log. The final Diamond Eye is on Tiny, so you do need 2 Diamond Eyes to get that one, which means you had to get the one on Neris and the one on Vigor.
Okay, so let's watch Cliqz. He's about to finish too. He has like 5 minutes left, maybe? No, he has the bridge, so that's gonna go fast for him.
Yeah, he'll probably be done around 155. 154, 155.
I forgot where is the gouge. Oh, the gouge is in one of the houses, so maybe mortabol is on his way to get it.
Yeah, that's probably what he's doing right now. He just has the forest of wings through. And hopefully he doesn't do the Queen's Key stuff.
So Slivu Solar thinks you hate me now because one of the Diamond Eye was on Neris.
Rambler, I think very early on, it's hard to say anything early on, but you were kind of in the lead because you did early hauls to get the bronze axe and then got your wheel. But yeah, after the Neris missed 2 times, we were talking to chat like, there's not really much need to go back to check Neris. It's kind of out of the way. For some, Slivu, for some, yeah.
I've never seen the open bridge. I'm watching Cliqz. Oh, that's so much faster!
Yeah.
That's amazing. So that bridge is usually closed unless you do the boss fight of Mongolia.
Right. Cliqz leashing past Foot Knight again. I don't think Cliqz knows there's a drop on Foot Knight.
And that was added recently.
Yeah. So for, like Slivu who wasn't watching, or if somebody's just joining now, you can leash past this trigger. And Cliqz has already leashed past it once, so we know he's just trying not to fight it.
Speedburner strat right there.
Oh yeah.
That one, you show it to me.
And then boom, right back in the Ebon Keep.
Yep. What's the condition to fight Mongolia?
To fight Sterling.
Ew. And that needs Night Basher.
Yes.
Ew.
Actually, yeah, so I don't think you did this, Slivu, but for logic-wise, Revealer was on Coleoptera,
yeah.
which means you had to do that to then go into Halls of Kalaja to get the Bronze Axe, to then go to the Pyramid to get the wheel. So, Queenie definitely had no love for any runners in this seed. Yeah, normal difficulty.
Let's see. Click do his Saturn skip again. Faster than me.
Hey, you first tried it on your way to Professor Ruffleberg.
Yep. Do you want me to explain again how to Saturn skip?
No, they got it in the 3 seconds you spent on the last one. Don't worry.
Huh, lucky him. No balls again.
And in he goes.
So we're calling this the Seed of Doom because there was so much soft lock. So much soft lock.
Yeah.
Everybody soft lock at least once. And like everybody soft lock at different points.
Slivu, I would have thought that you would have learned from my mistake of trying to cast Corrosion on Verminator. I'm sorry that happened to you. Alright, so we'll probably still see the same thing. Energize. Going for barrier and not wings, interesting.
Oh, maybe he doesn't have wings.
But to get wings, you have to fight Aegis.
Shut up! Jeez, I wish I had a boyfriend that played this who could have told me that there's another way to get wings.
So yeah, we're using firepower on Cliqz, and they're on Metal Magmar. Awesome strat. Let's get the focus off of me. Now we're on to Carltron. You have this cheese spot up here, so even if you didn't have barrier or wings, you could just be up here using the bazooka on Cliqz. Or on Carltron.
My gosh, Solar!
Having issues over here.
Use the bazooka on Click. Poor Click.
And GG Cliqz!
GG Click!
Cliqz with an official time of 1:54.23. Yeah, welcome in, Cliqz. GG's. Well done. I'm sorry you had to suffer the Diamond Eye of Neris, but you did well on the seed.
I'm sorry about your soft lock, but just know that every single runner soft locked today.
Yep. Everybody either soft locked or died, so do not feel bad.
Thank you, Fearzan, for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders.
Yeah, I was wondering why you kept landing on the in the market with it not being done and then running down to the south. That's unfortunate. I want to ask you this, Cliqz. Did you know that Foot Knight has a drop now? With you leashing past it, I wasn't sure if you knew that or not.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a new addition to the randomizer.
Well, now you know, Cliqz.
Fortunately, it had nothing on this seed.
Looks like we have a forfeit from Mortabol, so that is going to wrap up this race between the four runners. GG to all runners, though. Man, oh man. So we do have a little bit of time for the runners, if they're in chat right now. What you think of the seed? Diamond Eye on Neris, pretty messed up. Logic-wise, to get the wheel is kind of messed up, but everybody got the wheel, it seems, so you did find your way there for that. What do we all think about the seed? Hopefully it was at least entertaining for the audience. And while we wait to see if somebody's going to respond to that, looks like officially congratulations to Black Sliver, who's going to be in the finals. They'll be facing me.
Yep.
For the Evermizer Cube. And we'll see how that goes. My gosh.
You excited?
I am excited. I'm excited to see if Slew's excited too.
So yeah, at 3 p.m. So in 45 minutes, we will have the final face-off between Solar Cell 007 and Black Sliver. Black Sliver, who made this randomizer possible. Thank you so much, Slivu. And I will be on comms again with NYRambler, who commentated the first match earlier today. Congratulations, Black Sliver. Solar, also congratulations. Best of luck to you too. Solar, thank you so much for commentating with me.
Thank you for commentating with me. It's been a pleasure.
And congratulations to Cliqz, Rambler, and mortabol as well. Thank you for the show today.
And yeah, I guess we'll see you in 45 minutes for the finale.
We'll see you later today. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.